train stops at Vancouver, Washington before heading home to Portland.
Thank you.
This is all new stuff here. You want to build the steamer.
A month later, the scene shifted to the Rocky Mountains as Union Pacific took its resident 484 into new territory, the former Denver and Rio Grande Western main line through the Rockies that had been acquired in its recent merger with the Southern Pacific. It's Saturday, July 21st, 1997. At the Hamden Avenue overpass in Denver, Union Pacific 844 is heading down the joint line with the Royal Gorge Steam Special. It's carrying more than 700 passengers bound for the annual convention of the National Railway Historical Society, to be held the following week in Salt Lake City, Utah. On this day, the train is traveling south from Denver on the old Rio Grande, Colorado and Southern, and Santa Fe joint line to Pueblo. The Union Pacific became a partner in this line in 1996 when it acquired the Southern Pacific, which had been taken over by the Rio Grande in 1988, after which the Rio Grande Anschutz management had adopted the SP name and image for its entire system. While UP 484s had been common in Denver, they were not normally seen on the joint line. At Pueblo, the train will head west on the old Rio Grande line through the Royal Gorge and over Tennessee Pass. The 80-inch driver at 844 was built by Alco in 1944 as the Union Pacific's last new steam locomotive, and it is the only mainline steam locomotive running in America for its original owner. The 844 has never been retired from the Union Pacific's active roster. It is also the heaviest of the 4 locomotives to run in the summer of 1997, outweighing C&O 614 by about 800 pounds, roughly the weight of the UP engine crew after a good night of pizza. The run down the joint line is rather tedious as the 844 is following a slow-moving coal train. As the Royal Gorge Steam Special approaches Palmer Lake, passengers are enjoying the antics of the monumental motorcade following the train on parallel Interstate 25. Heading west out of Pueblo, the train glides along the banks of the Arkansas River. The rails follow this river upstream all the way to Tennessee Pass.
Well, there's some gorgeous sounds.
After overnighting in Canyon City, the steam special heads for Grand Junction on Sunday, July 22nd, becoming the last passenger train to traverse the Royal Gorge and ascend Tennessee Pass. The Union Pacific will discontinue through service on this route within 3 months. It was an incongruous sight to find a UP-484 threading the incredible chasm of the Royal Gorge in 1997 on rails that had been originally laid down as 3-foot narrow gauge in 1880 in a railroad war where Rio Grande and Santa Fe construction crews had been shooting at each other for survey rights. What would they have thought if they'd known they were ultimately spilling their blood for the arch-rival Union Pacific? The famous Royal Gorge Suspension Bridge is visible high above the river. Our ground crews pick up the action as the train approaches Echo. A huge crowd greets the train at Salida. West of Salida, the train passes through Browns Canyon with its dangerous rapids. Near Princeton, the abutments of the old Colorado Midland Railroad Bridge are still standing.